Sensei Ray here. I'm just going to make a short video. I was asked by the parents from my dojos if I could give the kids some sort of, a list of exercises to do during this quarantine. So rather than writing all the lists of exercises and emailing it to all the parents, I figured I'd just do a short video. First of all, you got to make sure that you get a good warm-up. A good 10-minute warm-up in total, including your stretches. So maybe a minute of running on the spot, jumping jacks until your body feels a little warm, and then just do the usual stretches that you do in a normal karate class. So I've already done my pre-warm-ups and stretches, so I'm going to go right into the basics. And keep in mind, this is for colored belts, adults and kids. My black belt students are more advanced, and I think they understand how to practice, how to train, self-train at home. So this is more towards, kids that are colored belts, adults, and so on that maybe not have as much experience. And also keep in mind that this is training that you can do in a confined space such as this, in your apartment or in your home, where you don't need a lot of room. So first of all, we'll just do our basic kihon, or our basic techniques, but we'll do it in place. Make sure your front stance is correct, knees, just a bit do it slightly over the foot. When you're gonna do your basic kizamizuki, gyakuzuki. When you do so, make sure you don't move your knee. You're not collapsing, okay? So just keep in mind, you also want to use your hips. So we're gonna do about 10 on each side. Kizamizuki, gyakuzuki, like that. You'll do about 10. Once you're done 10, I want you to switch sides and do 10 on this side. So once you've done 10, keep changing, repeat until you've done about 60. So 30 on each side. Then from there, you can take a little rest. And then you can move on to doing the same similar thing, but with your kicks. Also, make sure when you kick, your foot is stable. Your knee is not moving around and you're not coming up. You're keeping your knee bent and doing your maegeri, or front kick, in place. Again, 10 on each side until you do a total of about 60. You can also change your each day, maybe with yokokeage or kikomi, or even mawashigeri. Same, 10 on each side until you do about 60. Every day you can change. The third thing you can do is practice your katas, even in a confined space. Since this is geared towards lower colored belts, you can practice your hand katas. Now maybe go up all the way to Teki Shoden if you know that. Like I said, you don't need a big space, but what I do prefer is that instead of modifying your movements to be smaller, to fit the space, like this for example, I would prefer you just modify your movement. So if I'm doing hand shoden, I would still do my full stances, like so. I would just modify my movements. If you look at my footwork. I don't need a big space, but I can still finish all my techniques. If you're doing Teki Shoden, you don't even need to go left and right. You can stay in place. Just do your kibarachi stance is correct. Hey! Next thing I want you guys to do is to practice your push-ups. You guys at the dojo know how important push-ups are to me and how much I like to make you guys do them. And of course, you don't need a lot of space. If you find that you're having trouble with push-ups, and your back is curving, or you find that you're struggling, what you can do is, if you look here, there's a couch right here. You can modify the push-ups to make them easier. You just put your feet on the couch, and you'll find that these might be a little bit easier on your back, and so on. It's very similar to when they teach you to start with your knees. It's pretty much the same idea until you can eventually do your full push-ups, like that. For the juniors, I would like you to have a goal of 20 to 30 a day, at least. And for the adults, let's say 50 a day. Now you don't have to do them all at once. You can break them up, maybe do 25 in the morning, 25 in the afternoon or so. And if you have a goal of doing that every single day, you'll find that in 2 weeks, your strength will have improved. And you'll find that you'll be able to do a lot more push-ups. So those are all the basic exercises I want you guys to be doing for the next couple of weeks while the dojo is closed. Also remember to finish off with a nice stretch while your body's warm. This will help improve your flexibility. Do your splits and do your usual stretches that we do in class. And let's recap. So remember, get a nice warm up and then do your normal stretches like we do in the dojo. Start with your basic Kihon, your basic techniques, upper body, hips, and then you can move on to kicks, even up to Ushiro, Mawashi. You can vary it every day. Then we'll do our basic katas. You can do as many katas that you know. For color belts, just stick with the hand katas. The more advanced students, you can do a Basai Dai and above. But remember to modify your movements instead of modifying your techniques and making them smaller. Okay? Finish off with some push-ups for strength and conditioning. Let's get an improvement on the strength. And then finish off with a nice cool down, warm up, and stretch. Thank you. See you in a few weeks.